Hi, my Tubies and my Teletubbies. It's me, Sheila Truelove, truly loving you as always. And today we're going to talk about splitting the bill on dates and who should pay for the first date. And that's what I want to talk to you about. Me personally, I make it clear before I even decide to go out on a date with someone. I always ask, "Are you treating? Is this your treat? Is this Dutch?" I like to know that early on, so I know whether to tell the waiter or the waitress for separate checks. And usually they always say it's their treat. It's on them, especially if it's a man. But that's me. I'd like your viewpoint and I'd like your take on who do you think should pay on the first date, and when should you start to split the bill? I want your viewpoint on that, Tubies. We're going to look at a little skit here. This is funny. It's comedy, and I love her. Her name is Daphne Springs. I know everyone must have heard of Daphne. She is amazing. I love her. So check out this little skit and tell me, what do you think?
You are actually funny.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was a little hectic to come out, but
Why?
I don't know. Just caught up in my own little world. But you are amazing. I have never been on a date quite like this.
Thank you. I had a really great time and I really enjoyed you. And I'm just so surprised because you actually look like your Tinder pictures.
I took mine fresh, no filter.
Yeah.
I wanted somebody to know this is what
You
you
have
get.
some weird angles. When they take too much above the chest, I'm like,
Right.
oh Lord, he looked pregnant.
It looked pregnant, right? See, that's what I'm saying. You're so funny, man.
We vibe.
We vibe.
I like us.
Like everything about you, your energy, your essence, like you're amazing. Hey, we got to do this again.
Absolutely.
We really got to do this again. Yeah.
All right, whenever you're ready.
All right, thank you. Yeah, but what's Thursday looking like for you?
Oh, Thursday is looking really good.
Okay. Well, maybe we should hang out Thursday or something.
Okay, what time are you thinking? Because I get off of work around 6, and I may go to this little event, so I wouldn't be available until around 9.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Okay. Well, maybe 9:30 ish should work.
That'd be great.
So cool. I'll see you.
Okay, why do you keep pushing me to check? Because now the date is about to go left. So she put the check in front of you. You're the man. You're supposed to pay.
I understand that, and I have no problem with that. But you invited me out, so I kind of figured you was paying.
I asked you, did you want to go for coffee? Because that's usually a general meeting between two people that meet on an online dating app. But no, you suggested that we go out to dinner and a drinks. So it's your choice to pay.
Well, it was your decision to go out, and I don't drink coffee, so I just gave you a better decision for the both of us.
It is 2019, but I was raised by a woman that was born in the 50s. So that means the man pays.
I understand that, and I was raised by a man who was born in the 50s, 60s. I don't even know who my dad is. But the point, I am a grown
And maybe
man.
that's the point. You don't know who your daddy is.
Hold
you
on.
don't know about chivalry because a man is supposed to. Oh, see, look at you. I can tell you don't have no daddy because you're using your pointing finger. Men don't do
Let me
this.
explain something to you. You invite anybody out, that means you're paying. You invited me out, so that means, bam, that's all you, boo-boo. Open that up. That's all you.
I don't know what type of white friends you're hanging out with because that's some white people stuff. Oh, if you invite me out, then I'll pay. But guess what?
So,
I am from Compton. You paying, brother.
So let me get this straight. You feel like you can invite a man out to go eat, and he's still supposed to pay? Baby, I could have had a sandwich at home. I didn't have to come here. I was already full. But I came out because you invited me. Go ahead. It's cool. You got a good job.
If you can't afford it, just say you can't afford it.
No, it's not that I can't afford it.
If you're broke
I'm not broke.
and you don't have a job,
Have a job.
then why can't you pay?
It's not about, it's the principle.
I feel like you're being aggressive with me.
I feel like you should pay it.
I feel like I'm not going to pay it.
Who's going to pay it? Because I'm not.
Okay. You can sit here and argue with the check by yourself.
Where you going?
at him sitting there looking stupid.
Yeah. God damn.
For real. So they just not gonna pay. I mean, I get it, sis. I see you can't afford the bundles, but dang.
So, like I was saying, you could tell the difference between a man who is king material and a man who's nothing but a mere commoner. He's a commoner. He's a Jasper. He is not king material. Because, and first of all, look at his age. Okay? He's not, first of all, he doesn't have a father, so that's why he doesn't know how a man is supposed to treat a lady. You know, most people would say, well, whoever invites who out, that's the one who's supposed to pay. Now, that's when I'm dealing with my girlfriends. Or that's if I'm dealing with my guy friend, and he's just like my hangout buddy. Like, if I was to invite Steve, or Dale, or Rick, those are my buddies. Those are not people who I plan on building a relationship with, nor will they ever be my partner in life. You know, even though, let me tell you something about Dale. He's Italian. He will be highly insulted if you even think, if I even think to look at my wallet. Okay? Steve is the same way. He's Irish. He's Irish, something Irish, okay? He's the Marine. He used to be a Marine. He's another one. He's a Leo, okay? He would never, ever, in fact, both of them are Leos. That's right, because Dale is a Leo. And Steve is a Leo. Rick, he's a Cancer. He's the black one. Yeah, but he doesn't make, I don't pay with him either, but he would have no problem with me paying. And yes, I have gone in my pocket before when I was with Rick. It's totally it's like different worlds. You know what I mean? But I'm going to show you the difference between a commoner and a king. Here's the difference between, like I said, a man and a boy.
Of a job with our young men.
Yeah.
Have we not taught our younger men what this is really supposed to be about? I'm sorry, the way it is supposed to work, and I can appreciate everything you all are saying because you're women. So quite naturally, you set the tone for how you are. But let me say this to men. It's the proper thing to do. It's the right thing to do. And it's the way it should be done. You got a lot of nerve. You know, dudes kill me because we got a lot of nerve thinking this thing is 50-50. Because I got news for you, it ain't. They happen to have a skill set that you'll never possess. They can produce another human life. That's nothing you can do can come close to that. I'm ashamed of men who don't understand that.
In addition to that part of the conversation, it needs to be made clear to men that women don't owe you when you take us to dinner.
Yes.
Just because you buy me dinner, just because you paid the valet, doesn't mean I need to go home with you.
Absolutely.
So that in that same conversation...
You know, that's the point that I was trying to stress to women. A woman's body is priceless. You know, I sat up here and I gave you good conversation. I'm one hell of a companion. I have amazing social skills. Trust and believe. And usually when you go out on these dates with the guys, with me, it's like, if they're not like friends or something, most of the women are the ones who are more entertaining anyway. And then when you think about the fact, she already spent money on her hair because we're constantly taught from the media, movies, magazines, advertisement, marketing, men are visual. Well, the vision costs money, sweetheart. Do you know how much she spent on her hair? She already spent so much money in preparation for you. So the least you can do, the bare minimum you can do, is to treat her like a lady. Now, when I was sitting here saying this, very same thing that Steve and so many other dudes recognize, the only kind of bum niggas, dusty niggas don't agree. Well, now I'm going to, whatever. And let me tell you what else I found out that I learned. Any dude who have been sexual with a man, trust me when I tell you this, Tubies, I won't lie to you. I promise you, any dude who have been sexual with another man, I don't care whether he was the top, the bottom, the receiver, the giver, he was sexual with a man, he bust a nut with another man. Those are the ones who usually have a problem going in their pocket when it comes to a lady or when it comes to a woman. So that's another telltale sign when you're dealing with a down low. Okay? Just for you, that's an FYI for you.
That still needs to be said.
And I think that's why so many women still want to pay, because you don't want to be bought.
Because you don't want the perception of the obligation.
Correct. Exactly.
Because now
I am not for sale.
Correct.
Yeah, because nowadays a lot of times in this situation, the women might be making more money.
Then he need to play in the playground he qualified to play.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Preach, Steve. Preach. Teach these boys how to grow up to be men. Women, please stop emasculating these dudes. Women out here these days, they got the man driving her car. He's living in her house. She's buying his clothes, his sneakers. He's using up her utilities, eating her food. She just really needs to go in the kitchen, get a butcher knife, cut off his testicles, honey. Because you have just emasculated him. He is no longer a man. Actually, that's your child. He's a little boy. That's a boy. Steve and so many other men on here, like Derek Jackson, like Matthew Hussey, like Robert Blake. So many men out here are trying to school these little boys out here. Now, when you hear these dudes come out of their mouth and get all stink and have an attitude with all of that, hire a PI, honey. A private investigator if you can afford it. Follow him around. That's a down low. That's a down low brother. Trust when I tell you.
See, that's what you do. No, this is a real teaching moment for men. Mm-hmm. You were born to be a provider. You were born to put a woman on a pedestal and treat her like a queen.
Treat her like a queen? Can we hear that again? You were born to be a provider and a protector. You know, a man needs to stay in his lane and let a woman stay in her lane. If she has to prove that she can be a good homemaker, she's a good cook, and she knows how to be submissive, she have to prove all of that. Why don't he have to prove that he's going to be a good provider? He's going to be a good protector. And let me tell you, anytime a dude starts out the gate being cheap and stingy, Tubies, trust me, I married a cheap, stingy bastard. And you know what I learned? I will never, ever do that again. He would spend a fortune when it comes to dusties and prostitutes and homeless street whores and crackheads and heroin addicts. He would spend money like water. But when it came to his own household, he was cheap and stingy. And I promise you, if he starts out the gate cheap and stingy, he's going to be cheap with the children. He's going to be cheap in the marriage. So be careful of that. Let's hear that again, Steve.
Job as a man. Now, if you don't want the job, go do something else. It's an honor to take a woman out.
Hey,
That is true. That is true.
Hello.
This pissed me off right here. I get sick. Matter of fact, ladies, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look at all these men. I've been looking at this man right here with the lady next to the lady in the teal. Is that your husband? This dude been getting it. He been going, yeah, the whole time. That dude up there with the lady with the sash on, he been going, yeah. Because that man with the blue t-shirt on with the lady with the green t-shirt. I've been looking at all these men going, yeah. Because we know this how this work. Y'all getting tricked, man. These young dudes out here, man, if you don't understand that, and don't email the show talking about, Steve, you got money. Steve ain't always had money. I had nothing. I have never, ever in my life, from every date I've ever went on, and I done been on some dates, had a woman pay for nothing for me. In my life. This was when
Oh my God, I'm sitting over here, my eyes are twirling in my head. I'm losing control. I can't believe this. These guys are so hard to find. Like there's times when a man falls on hard times, it happens to the best of them. But a man, if he needs money, he's supposed to hit up his homeboys. He's supposed to, that's why it's important for men to go to church also. Because they have the pastor, they have the bishop, they have the deacon. They have other men that they can do these business transactions with. He's never supposed to be trying to hit up his wife, talk about, baby, I need some gas money. Baby, I need... Whoa, excuse you? I'm sorry, excuse you? No, sweetheart, because if you want me to have respect for you and maintain some respect for you, please don't do that. Unless he loses his job and he's a good man. But like I told you, the best way to get revenge on these no good bastard narcissists, if they're not good men, honey, and if they're paying half the bills or whatever, you want to keep him around for those reasons and those reasons only, okay, so be it. But the moment that bastard loses his job, like I said, he better pray he don't lose his job, because he's out. That's right. Check out my video, How to Get Revenge and Payback is a... yeah. How to Get Revenge on a Narcissist. And listen to that video. Freak this nonsense. I knew I wasn't wrong. And people tried to make me seem... They was looking at me with three heads and looking at me sideways. All of the women who know that they're not worth much of nothing. All of the women who have no self-esteem. They know they're not a good wife. They know they're not a good woman. That's why they are willing to put up with all of this garbage from these dudes. But when you know that you are an amazing woman and you are a wonderful wife and a Proverbs 31 type of woman, there's no way you could ever stay in anything like in a relationship that treats you poorly. He wants to be treated like a king. And I use the terminology king because when a man comes home, his home is supposed to be his castle. A man comes home, he's the king of that place. He's supposed to be. And the wife is supposed to be the queen. When have you ever seen a queen sitting around worried about how's the rent going to be paid? How's the utilities? Honey, we need some food. No, the king takes good care of that. And you think about he wants to be the boss. You have to pay the cost to be the boss. You know what I'm saying? Because you think about your job. The person who owns that company, that's the boss, that's the owner, the CEO. He pays for all the supplies. He pays for everything. You're not sitting up here paying for things. He's the boss because he pays the cost to be the boss. You want me to be submissive and stay in my lane? You be a provider and a protector and take the spiritual lead and stay in your lane. Come on, Steve.
It's good in Poe. If I didn't have the money, I saved it so I could take out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. All right, we got to take a break. We got more straight talk.
That's it, baby. That's it, and that's all. So that's right, ladies. There you have it. You can see that it wasn't just my viewpoint, and I wasn't being a bitter woman or a gold digger, as they want to say. And like I'm telling you, the best way to determine a lot of these dudes who are living on the down low, my darlings, please trust me when I tell you, anytime they have issues with treating a lady like a lady, don't want to open up car doors for women, don't want to go in their pocket for nothing, want to be cheap and stingy, etc., etc. Ladies, protect yourself, honey. Really, back away from that, you know? Because like when you saw in that skit that I showed you with Daphne Springs, the first time he would have passed that check to me, I would have got up and left. He wouldn't have had the chance to be passing it back and forth. No. I would have, the first time, he would have passed it to Sheila True Love, and Sheila True Love would have been out the door. Bye. I would have gathered my coat, my purse, and I would have just walked straight out. And then when I got out, I would have blocked his number, take him off of all your social media, and that's the end of that. Anyway, this is Sheila True Love, truly loving you. As always, I want you to be mindful of what you deserve in life. This is 2020. Ladies, please give these men back their testicles. Please. I'll see you on the other side. I love you very much. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button. I'll see you on the other side. Bye.